My name is Donovan Cecil, and this is my presentation of how wrestling has nothing to do with professional wrestling. As Roland Barthes said on paragraph 2 of his 2004 article, even hidden in the most squalid Parisian halls, wrestling partakes of the nature of the great solar spectacles, Greek drama and bullfights, and both, a light without shadow, generates an emotion without reserve. Now, as a licensed professional wrestler myself, who got my training at Ohio Valley Wrestling, the same place where wrestling greats such as Randy Orton, John Cena, and Brock Lesnar got their training, I believe that professional wrestling has something for everyone. Whether you're a fan of drama, or action, or violence, professional wrestling has something for you. And the best part about professional wrestling is anyone can be a part of it. All you need are 3 major characteristics. Number 1, charisma. 2, athleticism, and 3 is the ability to connect to the crowd. These 3 things are majorly important for anyone who wants to be great at professional wrestling. The first that we're going to talk about is charisma. Now, here we see Bill Goldberg, or as WWE fans know him, Goldberg. And as Ken Drabek said in on the 8th paragraph of his 2010 article, Goldberg's popularity stemmed from his image and his charisma. Unfortunately, all wrestling fans know that Goldberg lacked actual in-ring skill. And this is evidenced by the fact that many of his former opponents said that he was too stiff in the ring and actually hurt quite a few of them. And yet, everybody knows who Bill Goldberg is. Next, we're going to talk about Jerry Lynn. Now, as Ken Drabek said in his 2010 article, some of you may be asking, who is Jerry Lynn? Jerry Lynn is someone who has more 5-star wrestling matches than anyone else in professional wrestling history. And yet, Jerry Lynn is obscure. Nobody knows who Jerry Lynn is because he never made it to the big stage. Because unfortunately for Jerry Lynn, he didn't have a lick of charisma. And with no charisma, nobody really wants to see you. Now the next big thing that we're going to talk about is athleticism. Athleticism has allowed for many athletes who are great professional wrestlers, such as Kurt Angle, The Rock, Brock Lesnar, and Goldberg, to go from one professional sport, such as football or amateur wrestling, with all of those examples, and jump right to the top of the professional wrestling world. Whereas guys who get their start in professional wrestling have to work for years and years to build a name for themselves as top-tier professional wrestlers. Another great example of how athleticism has helped professional wrestlers is Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio is 5.5 feet tall, maybe 150 pounds, and yet he can hang in the ring and be credible and viewed by the fans as someone who could compete with guys like The Big Show, who are over 7 feet tall and over 500 pounds because of his athleticism in the ring. Next, we're going to talk about the end-all be-all for professional wrestlers, where even if you have all of the professional wrestling skill in the world, you won't be able to make it on the big stage if you can't do this. And that is connecting with the crowd. If you can't connect with the crowd, such as Finn Balor is doing here with the fans, then nobody's going to remember you. And if the fans don't remember you, then you're not going to be somebody that the company is going to put a major emphasis on. And if they don't remember you, then you're either going to be A, a jobber, which is somebody who loses to the big names, or B, you're going to be fired. Therefore, if you've ever dreamed of seeing your name up in the big lights, or being a superstar, or having thousands and thousands of people cheering you on, then I strongly encourage you to look into the world of professional wrestling. Because the world of professional wrestling is a world where anything is possible and anyone can be a superstar as long as you have 3 major things: charisma, athleticism, and the ability to connect with, as The Rock would say, the millions! Here we have my references. Thank you.